it's not true that it's only foreigners, you know. It only gets to be false when people claim like foreigners are the only ones doing these things. Then the question then comes like, then why don't you do it as a South African? Because the question is not who is doing that job. The question is, why are you not doing it too?
Okay.
You see? Because anyone will wake up and go hustle, bruh. But for you to look at someone who's hustling and you want to say, this guy is hustling, he's taking this hustle. Why don't you stand up and go hustle and compete and be competitive?
That's what they don't want, the competition. How do we stand out from the competition?
There's no standing out from the competition, bruh, because the competition will always be there. And usually these markets, usually South African people complain about, it's usually open markets. Like there is no barriers to enter. Anyone can do it. You can enter any day and compete and make money and go register and follow bylaws and register your business as CIPC. It's an open market. No one is closing doors like to anyone. You know, it's not like these big supermarkets whereby competing there,
you need some licenses.
You need big licenses and some tax documents need to be signed and you need to qualify for certain things. We are talking about an open market where anyone can wake up today and go compete. Because you can't say, it's saturated by foreigners. Then if it's saturated by foreigners, then what? You are going to sit down, you're not going to do anything. Because the conversation can't just end there. Like, these markets are saturated by foreigners.
Therefore, what shall we do?
But it can't just end there. And that can't be
an excuse
for you to want to chase the foreigners. And that can't be an excuse for you not to want to work and go compete. Because then, why are we having this discussion if this debate you're bringing forward and saying the market is saturated by foreigners? Why are we having this discussion if we're not going to be able to come up with solutions on this discussion? Because the solution is, okay, the market is saturated. Why are you not competing?
Do you think it's fear, or they feel threatened, or they are scared of competing?
No, comfortable, bruh. Because foreigners. I know a South African guy who I was one of the people who was motivating him to go into the barbershop space. You know how he started? He started in the street, cutting people's hair in the street. He had a 10 in the street and a small bakery. He did it the hard way, bruh. You know, because I was telling him, okay, you don't have money right now. You have the skill. You people already know you. You have the skill. So why not go in the street and cut people's hair in the street, you know, and tell people at this street, wherever you are, they can come, you see. Hair. Or why don't you extend your business and make it a WhatsApp online business whereby people can call you, you go to them and cut them their hair at their spot, at their house, or they come to your spot, you cut them at your spot, at your house. You have nothing to lose, you see. So there's many ways, bro, to kill a cat, and there's many ways to come up with a different argument to this debate that foreigners are saturating
the market.
There's many ways you can challenge that discussion, that debate, and people seem not to want to listen to the other side of the story. Okay. Because the other side is, then what are you going to do about it? You're just going to sit down and complain as a South African. You complaining won't change anything.
It will not.
It won't. The market will still be there. The market will still continue. You see, whether the South Africans or not South Africans, the market is there. It's all about money, bruh. It's not about emotions. It's not about nationality. It's all about who is competitive enough to provide a service, to provide a product, or to do something out of nowhere. So you complaining, you're not bringing anything to the table. And the market doesn't want that.
The market wants action.
It wants action because the market is all out. It wants to go up, bruh. Who wants to drag down the rand by complaining? The rand wanna go down and compete, bruh. So go there and compete so the market can survive. Complaining will just drag the market down. So what should happen?
And you yourself, you not progress forward in life.
You won't progress.
Because you complain for eternity.
Yeah.
Like foreigners are saturating the market.
You see, okay,